Hey everybody, this is Eric Casaburi, and you're watching The Weigh-In.
No turning back, only empty-handed. Stay where I'm standing, no, I won't back down.
People are always asking me questions from, how did you start your first fitness center, to what should I eat after I work out? So I decided to create a platform, which is this show, The Weigh-In. In this episode, I weigh in on how to manage cash flow in your business, some advice for early startups, and how to build lean muscle mass. With that being said, let's get into it.
John from Boston, Massachusetts asks, how do you manage cash flow and profits of a business so that I'm still profitable by the end of the year?
John, that's an outstanding question. And I don't really know any business that has consistent sales week after week, month after month, year over year. Most businesses have some kind of peaks and valleys. They have seasonality to it. You'll see a spike in revenue and then they'll see a decrease in 2 months later. With that being said, you have to be really disciplined. And this is what I train my entrepreneurs and small business owners that I come in contact with, and how I do it as well. I take a small percentage of the profits that we make in those great months and I put it away. And I say put it away, it goes into like a savings account. That's an untouchable account. We don't use that for working capital. It just goes to the side. It's above and beyond because it's profit. And then if there's a leaner month or something bad happens in the business, a new competitor comes to town, you have to double down on your marketing, or a piece of equipment may have broken down in your business that's critical for your business to survive. You know, the printing press goes down and you're printing, marketing materials on paper. Whatever the business is, having that particular lockbox, we call it, of extra funds allows you to make the repair, to double down on the marketing, to invest into the business, to hire the new guy or gal you need when you really need it in those lean months or that lean season. And you don't know how long it's going to be lean. You don't know how long winter's going to come, but you got to be prepared for it. You have to be prepared for it. And having the financial capabilities from the funds that you've made in the great months makes it so much easier for you to make those great decisions and continue to keep the business profitable and healthy in the long run. So my suggestion is to make sure that you get some kind of Excel formula, put a business plan or a pro forma together for yourself for the 12 months of the year, understanding where your trends are and knowing what percentage of the profits you can pull away, 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever it is that you don't touch and nobody in the business touches unless you need it. And at the end of the year, if it's still there and you want to take a percentage of that out and as take-home profit, whatever your arrangement is, that's great. But please, keep your business safe and healthy. And the one way to safeguard your business is to have the necessary working capital and funds aside that you had from the great months of awesome profitability and revenue to take care of all the challenges you may have in winter.
Jennifer from Newark, New Jersey asks, as a successful businessman with years of experience, what's the most important piece of advice you'd give to someone who is in the early stages of starting their own company?
The one piece of advice, Jennifer, that I would give you, that I'd give all entrepreneurs just starting out in small business, is listen to your gut and not the naysayers. Naysayers are going to come out of the woodwork when you decide you're going to start your own business and you have an idea and you feel it's great and you're excited about it. There's going to be a lot of resistance and it's going to come from places you're not expecting. It could be from one of your best friends. It could come from a coworker at another job that you're working at currently when you're telling them about your idea. What I would tell you to do is stick with your gut. If you're really truly passionate about it and you're really excited about it, don't allow anyone to detract from that excitement and that passion, because that is the fuel that's going to keep you going when you most need it. In the times when you really have problems and challenges, and not the ones that people are making up, that the fake ones are just talking about, you're going to need that excitement and that passion. Don't allow anyone to put the water on your fire. You keep the fire in your belly and you keep it the entire time. They're not the one with everything on the line. You are. Stick with it.
Josh from Orlando, Florida asks, I just started working out and I'm looking to build lean muscle. Aside from multivitamins, what supplements should I be taking? Does timing matter?
First of all, Josh, congratulations. I'm so happy to hear you're starting a workout. That's awesome. My suggestion is when you're trying to gain lean muscle mass is you got the first thing down. You're starting to work out. Your body's going to need to do the workout. You're going to have to put the work in the gym. But as important as that is what you're going to do outside the gym. And a multivitamin, although important, is not going to be the complete package of how you're going to get to your goal of adding lean muscle mass to your body. In the first couple of days, you're going to be tired, you're going to be a little sore because you're not used to this new thing you're doing in your life and you're doing to your body. You have to have that adaptation. But what helps the adaptation, which is the change in the body and the muscle growth, is how you fuel it, the nutrients you give it. And obviously, most of us get our nutrients from food. You have to make sure you're eating correctly. You have to get yourself on a good meal plan that works for you based on the amount of calories you're burning and the calories you need to consume. The nutrition component is key to building lean body mass. But some of the advice that I'm going to tell you today is Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, stay hydrated. That's gonna be really important just in general for you to feel good while you're starting this new exercise program. The second thing is do what you're doing. Take the multivitamin, AM and PM as I talked about in another session. The one thing you'll hear in all the formulas is protein. You need the stuff that builds muscle tissue, and that's protein. So understand what type of protein is best for you, whether it's a supplemented whey protein, whether you're taking some amino acids, branched chain amino acids are great for recovery and building lean body mass, but also understand, is it fish, is it chicken, is it red meat? Do you have any dietary restrictions that need to be answered? All of those things come into play when we're trying to answer this question accurately. So for you, I would definitely say seek someone that has a nutrition background as well as someone that has a training background if you're gonna go for some professional help. But there's lots of great books and lots of awesome resources, and test stuff on yourself. I do it all the time. Test a new menu program, test a new workout program, see what works for your body. There's so many different tricks out there to get you to your goal faster. Try them all. Hack Fitness. The one conversation I noticed that's been happening a lot lately for me is all things digital. People are asking questions, wanting to have conversations around what my opinions are or thoughts on for the whole digital world, and not just in social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, but also in the fitness world. What are you guys doing with digital there? What's your tie-in with digital? Ironically, digital all ties in together, especially in my business, in the fitness industry. We tie the digital experience, and you'll see in some of the other videos working out with the MyZone heart rate monitors, and you'll see the tablets and the gamification of it inside the gym. So we're getting our members engaged at a different level, not just working out together, the camaraderie, but they can compete and have fun with each other with this digital system that we use inside of our gym. But then there's a social digital aspect to that as well. All that stuff ties back to the platform, social media, Facebook, Instagram. People can link to each other and have their own feed inside of the actual MyZone platform they're using when they're working out. I mean, the first thing to understand about digital and social media is it's supposed to be something that's camaraderie. It's supposed to be fun. There's a huge fun component to it. That is why people are so engaged, and it's entertainment. But you can maximize it and leverage it for business, and you can also maximize and leverage it in your life. I gotta tell you, when I talk to people and they ask me, what's my opinion of digital? Do you wish it was like back in the old days where you just had to drop some mail pieces and put a few billboards up in business? I shake my head. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that that's over. I mean, digital in the business world is amazing. You can get analytics. You can find out how your dollar is being spent. Is it being spent in the right places? Are you targeting the customers you want in your business? And that's a key thing. If you understand who your target customer is, and now you have the mechanism, the means to grab that customer's attention, it's a win-win. You got to be involved in it. You got to be part of it. You got to accept it. If you're against it, you're not with it yet, or you're not 100% educated on it, do yourself a favor and start learning about it. Start educating yourself on all these tools, because they're going to get better and they're not going away. Hey everyone, this is Eric Casaburi. You have a question for me? Maybe I'll answer it on my show, The Weigh-In. Submit your questions and comments below, or hashtag The Weigh-In. Don't be a stranger. Hit subscribe below. Send me your questions and your comments, or find me anywhere on social at Eric Casaburi.